Hi guys, welcome to another episode of the Squash Podcast with Mabel, without Mabel. Today is just me and Toby.
Yes.
And hostile or no hostile?
Hostile.
Okay, hostile.
Hostile take over.
So you'll be seeing our faces a lot. When I'm allowing her back?
Next week.
Next week? We'll think about it.
Yeah, we'll think about it.
But last week we talked about friends and the beautiful thing that is called friendship and close friends,
good friends, bad friends, compartmentalizing friends, communication styles in friendship. Yeah. So if you haven't seen the episode yet, go and see it. Like, comment, subscribe.
Yes, please go and check it out. And I think this week we'll still continue the conversation of friendship, but now we're trying to wonder, can you be friends with people that you do not, or that have different views as you do? And this conversation like stemmed up from something that just happened recently on Twitter. I'm not going to go into the details. If you're on Twitter, you know. If you're not on Twitter, this is the premise, right? A known feminist is friends with a known misogynist. And this happened not before, but like
after the realization that
she knew that he was a misogynist and she became like friends with him. So is that
okay?
Yes, is that okay? Let's unpack that.
Let's discuss that.
So will you be friends with someone that are you a feminist?
Yeah, I consider myself a feminist.
You consider yourself a feminist?
I believe in equal rights for men and women. Yeah.
Would you be friends with someone that is a known misogynist, a known sexist? Would you consider that person as a friend?
It depends.
It depends on what?
I think that's why people say men cannot be true feminists. It depends. No. Okay, see, I feel like in this day and age, yeah, we use words very, very loosely, and we categorize everything as, black and white. I feel like
there are forms of gray.
There are forms of gray in between.
Okay,
yes, that's what I mean. I feel like there are forms of gray in between. So it depends on the level of misogyny or sexism. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Andrew Tate. I'm talking about Andrew Tate level of misogyny and sexism. The answer is no. Are we talking about, I don't know, I believe in gender roles.
Okay.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't believe in gender roles. I don't. But some men are traditional, in that sense, traditional men. And there are also women that are traditional as well. Like, would that be a deal breaker? Is that a reason for me? Because that's still sexism in a sense. Yeah. Gender roles is still sexism in a sense.
Yeah.
But like, believing in gender roles, is that enough reason for me to be like, no, you can't be my friend anymore? I don't think so. But are you saying, I don't know, are you calling women females consistently? That's a big red flag. So I feel like there are gray areas in between.
Okay. I think the litmus test is different for everybody.
Yeah.
But like women, the core feminists, the misandrists, right? They don't draw lines.
The misandrists? Are you saying that hardcore feminists are misandrists? Is that what you're saying?
No. Hold on. Now, when I use the term misandrists, right, I don't say it in a
derogatory.
Yeah, in a derogatory. So
yeah,
because they have every right to be.
Misandry is not a bad thing.
Yeah,
I'm just
they have no. So
it's not a bad thing.
I have these arguments with a lot of people, and they are like, "Oh, women hate men."
Yeah. But women have reason to hate.
Yes. Then I think this is like my viewpoint on this, being friends with people that have different views. I don't think misandry causes harm. And that is where like I have like that's my own litmus test. Like, if your views cause harm, then I'm not going to tolerate your views. But if your views do not cause harm, I can tolerate your views. So why do I say like for example, when a woman says, "Oh, like I hate men," like she's not going into the streets shooting men or harming men. Like she's just probably just tweeting about it because of a valid reason to be angry.
It's the same as when they say black people are racist.
Yeah. my racism is not going to affect your life.
It's not gonna. Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
But your racism affects my life.
Yeah. That's something.
Yeah. So like that is now where my own. So when people have views, like for example, would you be friends with an abuser or like a known abuser? If you had a friend, like we're all guys, we know, like if you had a friend that beats up his partner, would you still consider that person as your friend?
No. I have a certain disdain for people that men that hate for men, but I have a certain disdain for people that resort to violence generally. Anyway, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like the violence should be like the last option. Like, so like people that are
I don't think violence should be an option at all. But continue.
I mean, there's self-defense. You understand what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, violence, like people that are prone to violence, whether it's I have a disdain for them, but then when it's particularly like geared towards women, I hate that. So I would never be friends with an abuser. It doesn't matter. I would never be friends with an abuser because why? I feel like it shows a lack of control that is very deplorable because men are not quick to be violent to other men. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're not quick to be violent to other men. Yeah, there are things that a man, okay, let me give you an example. If someone that was 6'5" tall came up to you and started talking shit to you, right? And with me, for example, like I wouldn't fight them because
but how tall are you?
But how tall
are you? Because you just
I wouldn't fight them because I know for sure that this man is gonna whoop my ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I learned self control. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
But like when it comes to a woman,
that's
why your muscles are not showing and stuff. No. No. For me, that's a big no.
Okay. What about people that are known trolls on the internet? Because we live in the social media space, right? And people like they're on the internet, they're making comments on other people's bodies, they are making comments on other people's lives. Like, would you be friends with someone that is a known TMZ troll?
I say something. This is a very, very, very good question. I'm friends with someone who's a barb. You know what a barb is? I'm friends with this guy. But you know the funny thing is that when I see barbs on the internet, so people that are like diehard like Nicki Minaj fans and they defend all of our shenanigans and stuff, my instinct is to block. Like I just block because I'm like I don't want this energy around me. And yet there's this guy who's friends with me who's a barb. And I will still consider him a friend. So that's hypocrisy in a sense, but like I do feel like it depends. Yeah. It depends. Like being a troll on the internet, I don't know. It's not the worst thing you can do. Maybe that's just my hypocrisy. Like I feel like I don't know. It depends.
I feel like we are all like hypocrites. Like even me, like yes, like the test or the line is different from people to people. Like that's like where the different shades of gray exist. Like for example, what if someone that you've known since childhood all of a sudden like comes out as like changes their view. Like we've seen like in our day and age, we have seen people dive headfirst into like religion and just become a totally different person. Do you understand? Like, do you cut that person off, or when you yourself become very, 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 very religious, and like you're like, oh, you need to cut off all the people that you had in the world? Do you understand? Like, do you now see it as you doing a good thing to yourself, or do you understand? So there are like different shades of gray. However, what is the black and white? Like, where is it? Like, where is the universal black?
I feel like I'm gonna just pick back what you said.
Yeah.
So I feel like when you know people already, when you know people outside of that, maybe internet persona or whatever, when you know people outside of that, when you know them for a long time, when you've seen the good in them, you've seen other good traits in them, you tend to give them grace.
The loving side of King Von, Avi.
You tend to give them grace. I mean, even the worst people in the world have friends because they've probably seen like the good. So you tend to give them. I don't feel like we should be judged based on that. But would I be friends with someone that I feel like if it's a new person, no, I don't need to bring you into my life. Like, you don't need to be in my life. So the answer will be no. But if it's someone that I already knew, it depends on how much harm you're causing. Let me say, for example, if I find out that my friend threw somebody onto I don't know, went and committed suicide or something like that, I don't think I will be friends with you anymore. Do you get what I mean? If I saw you like being...
Wait, I don't understand. Like, what do you mean by you not be friends with someone that does what?
If I find out that my friend threw someone onto committed suicide, okay. Like, I don't think that's something that I can...
Okay.
That I can look past.
Okay.
Do you get what I mean? But like, yeah, if I saw my friend being... Okay. There are lines. For example, like this Babs, I'm so friends with him. But for example, there's this guy that I was quite close with, and I found his Twitter one day, and he was just on Twitter talking shit about like Igbo people.
Yeah.
Like, it was being like a
bigot,
like a tribal, a bigot. And like, even then, I still felt the need to like not defend, but like I messaged him. I was like, bro, what are you doing? Because like I said, you already know these people outside of the distance. So I messaged him. I was like, bro, what are you doing? And I got the response, so I just blocked him. Like, I was like, you know what, no, you know what? I actually don't want your response after I blocked him. But even then, I still felt the need to like I feel like that's why I would have probably still blocked him anyway, because it's like, but I just wanted to know like what was his reasoning. So I feel like if it's actively causing harm, then it's not more. It's just more a difference in opinion, right? Like, I was thinking about recently, for example, Donald Trump, right?
Okay.
And the people that voted like Donald Trump, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like if you voted Donald Trump the first 2 times, that was okay.
The first 2 times, it's only 2 times.
No, I mean, he lost the second time that he...
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he lost to Joe Biden. I feel like if you voted for him the first 2 times, it was okay. But if you voted for him the third time, this third time, I feel like that's enough valid reason for you to be cut off, because like the political climate now is so completely different from the political climate those first 2 times, right? And like now there's so much like right wing, rising right wing is exponential, so to speak, right? And like he's saying all these messed up things, right? And you still go ahead and vote for him a third time. That's no longer a difference in opinion.
What about people that voted for Tinubu?
You voted for Tinubu?
The people that voted for Tinubu.
You know what? You're talking about Nigeria, you're right. Voted for Tinubu, red flag. Red flag. You are getting blocked. No. Because that's just being wicked. That's wickedness. That is wickedness, isn't it?
Okay. And I feel people's brains work differently, right? And some people, in their misguidedness, right, they really thought that Tinubu was the solution. I don't know why. I don't know why they had that thought, but like they really thought that Tinubu was the solution, and people were like witch hunting them. Not for me to... I'm not defending Tinubu supporters. I feel like right now, if you supported Tinubu in 2020, when did he enter 2023, and you are still defending him now in 2026, then you have problems. you are intentionally putting your head in the sand, because it is evident to the deaf and the blind that he has done a terrible job. A disaster. Is a disaster class.
I mean, as expected.
Yeah, but now people are like, those people that don't be like, oh, I'm just supporting Tinubu because he's my tribesman. Like, do you still keep those people in your life? Like, are you friends? Like, would you be friends with them?
I don't know anybody that's like that. Thank God. I feel like even if they do,
what if your family members?
Like you said, I cannot choose my family members. I'm not okay. Let me just say short up. I'm not going to cut off my family member just because they voted for Tinubu. I'm not going to do that, because that's completely different. I feel like it's completely different. That's completely different in a sense. But friends for sure. I feel like even if you're friends with me, the way that I am, I don't think you're going to have the audacity to come and tell me that I voted for Tinubu because he's a tribesman. Like, you would know. If I had that kind of person in my life, they're not telling me, as they shouldn't. Please keep that to yourself, because no, that's where I draw the line. I don't tolerate that kind of bigotry. But when it comes to family members, I don't. It depends on the family member. If it's a distant cousin.
But what about like conflict resolution in friendship? Like, when you and your friend, like for example, you mentioned about like you saw like your friend doing something that you do not agree with. Like, are you a very, very confrontational person? Like, would you straight up confront the person there and they're like, hello, get down, like stop this is like how would you do that?
Yeah.
Or I just I'm just going to ghosts?
No. I like to talk things out.
Okay.
I like talking things. I'm quite computational when it comes to like this kind of issues. You know, like,
Yeah.
I like to hear people's point of view out. Like no matter how messed up it is, I do like to hear people's point of view. It's like when you said that some people are misguided, they're voting up to be like, if I saw that it was coming from that angle, like they genuinely believed that it was a solution, right? I can give grace. I mean, it's still a stupid opinion to have. Let's make that clear. But like, I can give grace to that. Do you understand what I mean? Like, I might not agree with that, but I can give grace to that. And I feel like that's where conversation is like key, right? Because I give grace to people. I do. I'm a big professional of talking things out, addressing things when they come up, and moving forward from that. Right? But if I see that it's not just getting through to you, there's something that I can't tolerate in my space. Do you understand what I mean? Like, if I've talked to you about it and I feel like you are hell bent on that way of thinking, and I just cannot agree with you on a fundamental basis, then my next reaction is to cut you off, basically.
Okay. I just want to say like 2026 is the year of cutting people off. If like for me, as long as I'm so like invested or like I believe so much in not causing harm to people. When you now start inflicting harm to people, that's where I cannot draw the line. And that's where like the teeny book conversation is like, it goes from having a different political belief to now whereby like people are dying every day. This is no longer I want to eat rice, or no, I want to eat spaghetti. This is you are choosing something that is negatively harming people's lives. Like, I cannot support that. And that's the same thing with Trump also. Like, you are voting Trump because he's saying all these rhetorics of all this, like, I'm going to cause harm. And you are feeling that
you resonate with that.
You resonate with that, and you are all of a sudden like you are the exemption. My dear, Tinubu is affecting everybody. Up, down, left, center, like wherever you are. Like, if you think it's not going to reach you, you are not part of. You are not in the meeting. You're not in the. You're not in the group chat. You're not in the group chat too. You're not in the group chat.
So we both agree that there are gray areas, right? Like,
I agree that there are gray areas, but we all have individually like our blacks and our whites. Whereby like,
would you be friends with the homophobe?
It depends on.
You must know that you have homophobic friends. I mean,
yes, I know.
I have in Nigeria, you have homophobic friends.
Definitely, you have homophobic friends.
So would you? That means you are friends with homophobes. Then.
Yes, I do have.
But that's the difference in opinion. And that causes harm to people. Homophobia does cause harm to people.
It depends. It depends on so like now, for example, there are people that have religious beliefs towards it, right? Then anytime I have conversations with those people, I put it there like, how does this affect you as a human being? Like, so like I tell the people like, just because you have different beliefs doesn't mean that I'm not going to challenge. Like,
yes.
For Christians, I always say, what would Jesus do? Do you think Jesus would want to kill this person? Would like he was not saying cast the first stone. Yeah. So like, what would Jesus do? If you think that Jesus is that's why sometimes I really don't understand modern day Christianity that is online. I really don't get it. The super judgy, the holier than thou. The Jesus in the Bible was never like that.
True.
So what are you people doing?
He got it all around.
What are you people doing? What are you people doing? I don't understand. If you like, so like, if you believe, if you so much believe, like, and that's how sometimes I struggle with where religion is going, because it's like, I can see with my 2 eyes that, okay, for example, let's use a controversial topic.
Let's
Slavery.
Before we move on to the this thing.
Yeah.
So basically, you don't agree with that, but if someone were religious, if that homophobia was based on religion, you are tolerant to it.
No.
Okay.
No. See, if you are saying that like, oh, like you don't like you're a homophobe because of your religion, I'm tolerant to you thinking that your religion
condemns
homophobe. Yeah. But I'm not trying to shift your mindset to say, oh, you might not participate, but how is the person like, how do they encroach on your own livelihood, like that, for you to now intentionally cause harm? Like, for example, I don't like the smell of smoke, but so if someone is smoking near me, I would walk away. Do you understand? I'm not going to pour the person in hot water and say, oh, like you are smoking near me. Do you understand? Do you understand? So that's the way I'm viewing it. Like, oh, if somebody is like, if you don't like something, you don't intentionally have to cause harm to the. You can walk away. That's how I. That's how I shift my homophobe friends, or I'm trying my best.
Yeah, I feel like I'm kind of the same on that. Like, it's okay for you to not agree with like homosexuality based on your religion. That's I feel like it's a valid opinion to have.
Yeah.
And like, I would be friends with that kind of person. I would be, yeah. But yeah, if you were like, I don't know, let's kill the gays.
No.
Kill the gays. I don't know, Sophia Kwa. That's where I'm like, that's where I get that.
Talking about like having different beliefs and how beliefs, like, I feel that, for example, what would Jesus do in terms of slavery, right? People really thought that slavery was a good thing.
It was okay.
Well, it was okay. Religion backed it up. Religion did. Let's not lie to ourselves that the Catholic Church did not finance slavery in Africa. They did. The Mormon religion categorically says that black people were cast down from hell or something like that. Do you understand?
Yeah. So because religion backs something doesn't make.
So that's why, that's why my view of the modern day Christianity is not like, yes, it started from Jesus Christ. However, human beings have shifted the focus to form like what they ideally think should be. However, Jesus himself, from the teachings from the Bible, would not accept this. Like, for example, people in church where like they lock the doors and like, oh, we can't go out until you drop $1,000. Jesus scattered the temple because people were selling. Do you understand? Yeah. So like, how is that? How is that not Christ-like? Do you understand? So when things like this happen, I ask myself, what would Jesus do? Because that's the only thing. What would Jesus do? What would Jesus do? Would Jesus say death to all immigrants? These are the questions. Would Jesus say death to all gay people? To all, like, would even Jesus say death to all homophobes? Do you understand?
He might. I think he might.
But like, everybody needs to relax, take a deep breath.
Yeah, love your neighbor as yourself. Like
love your neighbor as yourself, even if your neighbor is gay
or homophobe.
Or a homophobe.
Yeah.
As long as the person loves you back.
Yeah, as long as we can agree on that.
And I think that's where we can end it. Like,
love
your neighbor as yourself. Now, that's if the neighbor is loving you back. If the neighbor is,
don't love your rapist and your abusive neighbors. Don't do that.
At those points, those are not your neighbors.
They're not your neighbors.
They're a threat to your life.
They're a threat to society.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. So, right. Bye, guys. See you guys next week.
This has been a lovely episode. We will bring back Mabel next week.
We'll think about it. She has to pay. Just
Shall not put us our standing. Oh, yeah, true. Yeah.
that's what
We
we're
may or
taking.
may not bring her back.
That's what we're taking over. Bye.
Bye bye.